Welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today I am preparing some mangoes. I've got a bag of them here from the freezer. I just came back from the farmer's market and I bought a case of them for $3. So that was 9 mango for $3, so you can't beat that. In this video I'm preparing for my son, who's a teenager, and it's nice for him to be able to look back and reference how to do things when I am not in the kitchen. So that's the purpose of the video, and also for viewers who don't know how to slice a mango. So I've just finished washing them up, and now I'm going to cut them. And I'm going to show you a simple way to cut them. I'm going to do it as quickly as I can. Once you've washed them really good, I'm going to go ahead and dry them quickly. Let me come back out a little bit so you can see better. I'm going to dry them a little bit. Now, this sticker, I don't need to take this sticker off. It's not where I need to cut it. Where I need to cut it is along the side where the stem was attached. So right down here and here. So if I'm looking at a mango, let's see if this one's more. The wider part here, and then this is the narrow part. So I'm going to have the narrow part facing up, and I'm going to just slice out this seed. Let me show you what it looks like. The seed is just like this, sitting inside the mango. Right here. So I need to slice down from the center probably about 1/2 inch. See, the seed would be right in here. So I'm going to come down from my middle. Here's my center line. I'm going to go over probably about 1/4 inch, spear it with my tip, and then I'm slicing in. If you're hitting something hard, you want to tip your knife away from the seed, because that's what you're hitting, that seed. Let me splice it all around here because I'm getting that. I'm going to go right to the back side of that. There. This little guy's giving me trouble here. So I'm slicing through, and you can see how I just barely missed that seed here. So there's one side. Now the second side, I'm coming over about a 1/2 inch. I want to feel that seed. I'm going slow, slicing down and through. I'm going to spin it around this way, have a better grip here. I like this long skinny knife here because it can get into it. Where my hands are up at the top, it's doing its work down in the middle here. And there we go. So I've sliced it opened. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop out the flesh part. So I'm taking my spoon and I'm going between the walls and I'm just spearing it down like this. Right around. I'm doing it in a circle. Sliding it right down. So my spoon is between the wall or the skin here. And now I'm sliding it down and in. Down and in on this side. And then the middle. And it'll pop right out. I have somewhere I missed right there. Let me just slide it. Whoop! Oh, I almost lost that one. There we go. They are really slippery. Now you can scoop out this other flesh too if you want to just eat it and scoop it out and eat it. But there you have that. And then you can cut this up any way you want to. If you want it diced or sliced, however you want it. I have them in spears for the freezer, in a freezer bags, just like this. So I'll zip this up and spread them out, and I'll freeze them like that for smoothies. But that's how you do it. Now, if you want to trim around the pit area, I take my knife, I slice around the skin area. You can just barely, if you spear the knife here, just kind of move this right along. And then this comes right off. Now, there's some flesh on this side, so if you hold it like this and slice down and out, you can get a little bit of it off here. There's just little scraps here. Some people bite it off. I don't like to bite it off, though. it gets stuck all in my teeth and everything. I don't like that. So I just slice it down, but be real careful. If you need to grasp it with a paper towel, because this is very slippery. The paper towel seems to help. But sometimes, you know, you're not getting much off. It's not even worth the risk of getting cut, but there's a little bit more of the flesh here coming off. So if this was my son, I'd say skip the flesh. If you're more experienced with your knife, then get all the scraps you can. All right, and that's basically how you do it. And like I said, I'm going to cut this up into spears here, some big chunks, so I can freeze it up nice. And a lot of times the little scraps I just eat plain. Now I'm going to show you a mango when I cut it open right here. It didn't have a lot of red on the outside of the skin. It did feel kind of soft though. It was in the same batch as this. But this is a mango that's not ripe yet. Right here. So I do want to show you what they look like. They don't taste as sweet and they are tougher. But they still peel the same way. But they're just not as juicy. But you can definitely see the difference in the color. I hope you can. This is more of a yellowy white. This is just really, this is nice and wet, and this one's not. Right here, so you can tell the difference there. Okay, so I just want to show you the difference between not ripe. Now what I do is when I start cutting into this and I see that it's not ripe, I just cut it, I put it right like this, back together, and I put it in a plastic bag, seal it up really good, put it in the fridge for another 2 days or so, and then it ripens up a little bit. Because I'm not going to eat it when it's not ripe. Woo! Lost that one. So I slice it right around the skin and then do some scoops. Down in, and pop it out. And then we're ready to slice. Like so. And so. And there you have your mangoes. This one could have been a little bit more ripe. It's not as good as my beautiful juicy ones. Now I'm going to show you a mango that's a little bit overripe here. And the skin just is kind of, it dissolves right off like that. And if you taste it, it's not any good. Inside, here's my seed. Here is let's open that up and we'll get that seed out. Right here. And you can see how it's overripe and the case just popped right open and there is the seed. And I am going to plant this in my garden and see what happens. If anybody knows if I can get mangoes from this seed, let me know in the comments. Sometimes when you plant seeds, you can't get true fruit from them. But I hope you enjoyed my mango video, and thank you for subscribing.